This was also my first time wearing a sexy Halloween costume. Y'all remember my previous story time about the time I tried on sexy costumes at Ricky's, right? Feeling dejected because I hadn't blossomed into a woman yet. Well, let the blossoming begin. Yeah, right. I'm still a potato. A bumblebee outfit caught my eye. It was a tube top with black and yellow stripes and a puffy yellow tutu at the bottom. It came with detachable large wings that strung around the arms. I wore black fishnet stockings and black heels to tie it all together. I was really feeling myself when I looked in the mirror. Oh, that sexy girl. My high school friend Kevin drove us all to the club. It was way out there in the boondocks. Once we got there, you could hear the music pumping from inside. There was a long line to get in, and as the line formed tighter, my huge ass 3D wings kept knocking into people, and random girls kept swatting at it. Clearly annoyed at this imbecile who thought these wings were club appropriate. Mira, get with the program. You are supposed to be wearing something sexy and fun and not be a literal bumblebee. That was the voice inside my head reprimanding myself for choosing this damn costume. But whatever. Having my friends around me was comforting because I was anxious and excited all at the same time. I have never been to the club before, so I didn't know what to expect. The bouncer checked our IDs and let us in. We were greeted by the deafening music and a strange, musty smell. It was dark inside with strobe lights going off to the beat of 50 Cent in the club. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bubs, so come give me a hug if you're into getting robbed. Well, if that ain't foreshadowing, then I don't know what is. Smoke machines wafted all around. The strobe lights and the deafening music were such a sensorial overload. I took a look around me and noticed all the guys just standing there, rubbing their hands together and licking their lips, ready to devour some of these girls. And within the hedonistic circle, girls were grinding on the guys' crotches. It caught me off guard to see everyone dancing like that, like a crotch grinding train. That's where that musty smell is coming from, Jesus. But they were having the time of their lives. Let me back up and talk about what type of friends were with me that night. My friends from high school weren't into hip-hop or rap music. The boys listened to heavy metal and rock, and the girls were shy, sweet, quiet type girls. We were all pretty innocent, and we stood there kind of overwhelmed by it all while bobbing our heads to the beat. Then my girl Talia walked up to a guy and started dancing with him. She was swaying her hips to side while the guy held her hand up and let her do her thing, admiring her. My jaw dropped. Innocent Talia was showing a different side of herself that night. She was feeling herself and the music, and then she started to grind on the stranger's crotch. When my friend started dancing like that, I pointed and stared. Can I be any more awkward? Some guy came up to me and said, "Hey ma, let's dance." Inside voice, damn it. The only time I've ever danced with another person at club music Anyways, this stranger asked me to dance, and I felt obligated to do so. He took me to the middle of the dance floor, and I started moving my body. I let the music take over my soul and dance like I was the hottest music vixen on deck. This guy gets behind me and I'm thinking, am I supposed to do the you know what? And he starts to grind on me. It was so awkward, but the funniest thing about that was my yellow fluffy tutu straight up blocked him. I just bust out laughing, thinking I picked the right outfit. Stay a feet away, just how I like it. So I went back to my friends and wiggled with them. That's when I noticed this girl dancing by herself. She was killing it with those smooth moves of hers. She didn't look at nobody. She was just vibing and dancing. I was so mesmerized by her, straight up staring. I loved her short hair, flopper hairstyle, held in place with a thin black headband over her forehead, with elongated cat eyes and jewels that sparkled by the wing. She had a typical outfit you see girls wear at the Burning Man shows, but whatever, I wanted to embody her. So I closed my eyes and started dancing. I let go of all thoughts and insecurities and drowned myself to the beat. I lost awareness of my surroundings and could only feel my body moving. I'm not sure who was around me, but I didn't care. I danced and danced until my situational awareness came back to me, like flipping on a light switch. In an instant, I was fully present again, realizing where I was, hearing the loud music, seeing the crowd and strobe lights, a sensory overload all of a sudden. My body was telling me, hello, go pee, or else we about to have an accident. I went to the ladies' room, and to my horror, it was the dirtiest public restroom I've ever been to. And I find this to be true for all women's restrooms, even at high-end shops. It's such a stark contrast compared to the times I have used the men's restrooms, out of sheer emergency, of course. I was always shocked at how clean they were. It never smelled like you were enclosed within 4 walls of urine, and the decor is nice. Anyways, there was no toilet paper in any of the stalls. The stalls had urine all over the seats, but girls were clearly using them because they were going in and out of them. They must have been piss-ass drunk because none of them washed their hands and just started putting on makeup, eyeshadows, and lipsticks, all that. Yeah, I walked out and scoped the scene again. There were people arguing in the shadows. just not at the club. And I shamefully admit that these TikToks are addicting to watch. I catch myself trying to learn the dance moves, mainly to love Nawantiti, especially because Enola Bernard is my spirit animal. Her energy when she dances is amazing. I'm just feeling her vibe, even though I'm 1,000 years older than her. Okay, now I'm just rambling. Have you guys ever been to the club before? What was your first experience like? Let me know in